Welcome to Truth Globe Ministry, the heart of God in all nations. We have seen and testified to the mighty hand of God in Truth Globe Ministry through his messenger David Asuquo.
My spiritual life must grow. Begin to echo that in your spirits. My spiritual life must grow. My spiritual life must grow. My spiritual life must grow. Praise Master Jesus. When you plant and you notice that the seed you planted remains the same more than the number of days it's supposed to come out, it means it's not growing. Maybe you planted a seed of corn that's supposed to take few months to come out, and it begin to stay 4 years, 5 years. It means it is not growing. Growth involves many stages. As a Christian, you need to pray every day that your spiritual life must grow. Tell your neighbor, I cannot be comfortable in one place. I cannot be comfortable in one spot. It has to grow. It does not matter the realm you are. It does not matter who you are. Whatever status you call yourself, you need to what? Grow. Growth involves new learning, new stages, new correction, and new acceptance. One who is willing to grow is ready to learn, unlearn, and relearn because of the stage of his life at that point. Which means your prayer sequence has a dimension at certain levels of your life. Your closeness to God has a dimension at a certain level. You cannot compare the spiritual life of a 15-year-old child with the spiritual life of a 30-year-old child. Tell your neighbor, they are not the same. Whether you like it or not, situation matters. It affects the position of growth. It doesn't matter whether you are both seeds. Tell your neighbor, location can factor my growth. Tell your neighbor, association can factor in the development of my growth. Tell your neighbor, my company can factor in the development of my growth. Who you are is as a result of where you are coming from. What is the state of position in your heart determines how fast you can grow. A seed that is placed hidden from the sun is different from a seed that is growing under the sun. Though they might be planted the same days, but different in body size, different in fruit, different in development. That you cannot climb, there are always many fruits on top of it. The tree that you cannot climb, there are thousands of fruits. Those fruits will always remain there to give you the hope and confidence that one day, if you put your energy, you can climb and get me. Situations of life will make you cannot look forward, but trust in the fruits that is on top of the situation. Do not look at the height of the tree, but look at where the fruits is staying. Because if you can climb that tree, all the fruits belongs to you. Tell your neighbor, it belongs to me. Tell your neighbor, it belongs to me. If my spiritual life can get to the level where I felt it could not reach, then all the gifts necessary that was sent by God to be given to me will become mine. Tell your neighbor to become mine. Yes. our relationship with God involves growth. You want to talk to God? You want him to be very close to you? There's a tree you need to climb. Tell your neighbor there's a tree. You can never pluck that fruit by standing and looking at it. You need to climb the tree. You need to be the master of that tree. Tell your neighbor, if the mountain will not move, I will climb on top of the mountain. When Jesus Christ spoke, if you have faith, speak to the mountain and it will be removed and casted into the sea. He was speaking on a particular dimension. And the next dimension he said was, if you have faith, when the mountain does not move, climb on top of it and pass. There are some situations that if you don't stand on top of it, you can never prevail. Note, the power of creation was divided into two: the spoken words and the action words. When God was creating everything, let there be this, let there be this, let there be this, that was the spoken word. But when he got to man, he said what? Let us create action. Which means there are times you speak to situation and there are times you climb on top of the situation. Tell your neighbor, I'm not afraid. That is why the scripture came. Though I walk through the what? The valley of the shadow of death. This particular ground, he will not use his angels to take me, to fly above it. This particular challenge is I must walk on top of it. Tell your neighbor, I am walking on top of my challenges. I am walking on top of my challenges. I am walking on top of my challenges. Jump on your feet and begin to pray that prayer now. I am walking on top of my challenges. Whatever is a barrier in my life, whatever is a barrier on my life, I walk on top of it now. 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 So I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I fear no evil. 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 Whatever barrier, whatever hindrance, I will use my leg. For my leg was anointed to trample on top of serpent and scorpion. My leg was anointed. He says, he will guide the step of the righteous. I walk on top of challenges.
Every challenge, oh Lord, I walk on top of them.
Shout a believing amen.
You are watching Truth Globe Ministry, the heart of God in all nations. Pray along with us and receive a touch from God. Thank you for listening to Truth Globe Ministry. We love you.